Welcome to Shallow Be Thy Pod this week. It is Gay Pride week this week. This week we have Gar, the usual.
Hello.
Eager Gar over there in the corner. And we have fun.
All right.
So what's the crack?
Not much.
Gay Pride week this week?
Yeah. Started June.
Yeah, it's been a quiet Pride.
Yeah.
It's, obviously.
Well, it's fucking COVID Pride. Like.
yeah. So it's like
Pride on the down low.
back to
just like the good old days. Oh, no.
I was just about to say that. Back to the
Oh, we have the Joker over here.
Straight in, no kissing. All right, okay. Fucking hell.
So do we have, on that note, any Gay Pride stories from our past? Anything interesting? Anything interesting?
I have one of the best parties, one of the best rooftop parties I was ever at in all the places was actually in sunny old Smithfield during Pride. It was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Was Smithfield like a haunt for the?
Well, there's
like,
a lot of apartments. It was
shit there. Like no,
there was. I think there was
a parade. There is a parade, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is a parade. I'd been in work up until about 6 o'clock, so most people had already gotten on it, and the parades or the marches and stuff had finished, and it was more just parties
Session,
and whatnot.
like,
And so there was this a friend of a friend of a friend situation. Like, this is the invite. So I arrived up in this massive apartment block, and I was like, all right, so someone...
Did you know anyone in there, or
I
like,
knew,
were your some friends
I knew
there?
my mates knew someone in there. It was very tenuous, the link, anyway, but it was like, this was the spot. This is where you were going.
I was here. I was like, I knew no one.
Yeah.
Absolutely no one.
Shave and a haircut.
Like, I'm thinking, right, okay,
I'm here,
so
fuckers.
I was thinking, right, this is a party in an apartment, but it sounds like there's about 40 people or 50 people here at this stage already. And so it turns out it was someone in the apartment block. There was a communal roof that they had basically brought up decks and everything and set it up.
And what was the weather like that day? Was it
scorchio?
Nice.
Absolutely scorchio.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah, because I was going to say, and then we got pissed on. Some people stayed for the pissing.
Oh, well, hang on. You don't know how right you are.
Be Pride without it.
You don't know how right you are, sir. Hold on. So, right, they've decided, right, it was one couple who were living in an apartment there, and they decided, right, we're just going to have everyone over and have everything up on the roof. Excellent idea. But they didn't want everyone traipsing down into their apartment to use the jacks.
Right.
So, the solution that they came up with,
some guy on his knees.
Not quite. Well, he might have been in there
Mouth
too. I don't
agape.
know. Basically, they erected a tent. They erected a tent on the roof.
Okay.
With basically a large bucket in it. So that was basically people just go in.
What are they, fucking horses? What the fuck is this?
Piss in a
It's a
bucket.
fucking animal farm.
Well, I mean, most of the lads were like, I'll just piss over there in a corner, or I'm outside.
Or off the roof. This would be fun.
Yeah, it's not great. They don't.
There's a bit of an updraft.
But yeah, there was loads of people using. Because I was.
What about the ladies?
The ladies were the ones who needed this the most. They were the ones going for it. Now the problem was, it was about fucking 30 degrees. Well, no, maybe 20 degrees. Anyway,
hot boxing tent, like
inside the tent, 50 degrees, I'd say.
Oh, piss hot
It
box.
was a piss sauna. There was people going into a piss sauna and voluntarily going in. I was like, I would rather hold it till I die than go in there. And like.
When you come out, your complexion is perfect.
not-
That's the secret to long life.
Jesus, you look 10 years younger. Yeah. No, that was the part. I mean, it was one of the best roof parties I've ever come across, and especially one that was just kind of put on like last minute ad hoc. I don't know how they fucking threw it together, but that Jack situation was the nastiest thing I think I've ever.
That's gross.
And that's the thing. Normally, out of the two of it, and me and my partner at the time who was there, we would have I'd be the one who'd be doing nasty shit, and she would have been very prim and proper and been like,
Right.
God, no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Just straight in there for a wee. Not a fucking bother on her.
Licking the boot of the next person
You're in a
that's
fucking...
going in.
And I'd had the audacity to come back and try and kiss me. He was like, get the fuck away from me with your piss mouth. You've been in the piss sauna. Go wash yourself.
Piss
And
sauna.
That's gross.
The grimmest. It was the grimmest of the grim.
And it's not even like, it's like a communal piss.
Yeah. Not just...
You know what I mean?
And surely the bucket
Not
need empty.
not just single malt here. We're talking... This is a blend.
Triple distilled
Yeah.
here. Like, how long was the piss bucket sitting there? Because surely it
Pretty
filled.
much all... Yeah, I think they must have had to empty
Like, there
it.
was obviously a spillage. Where
Well,
they had to bring it into the apartment, and obviously it was like
it wasn't...
sloshing.
No, it was like a big... It was like...
An industrial bucket.
Yeah, like not...
But still,
we're not
like,
talking-
it
we're
has
not
its
talking
limits.
fu-
It
yeah.
has its limits. Like.
But yeah, it was basically the piss tent. It was so grim.
It's like a porta potty at a festival, when you get a El Scorchio day when it's just you can smell it from like 10 people back in the queue.
No. Who goes to them?
Well, he got it.
Never. No, I got you got a nothing.
If
No.
you got a shit, you got to go.
No.
I don't. What are you shitting on fucking in the crowd?
Oh yeah,
on stage?
I'm pretty sure there was a very much an unwritten rule of no twosies in the bucket.
There had to be someone who fucking
someone violated the code.
Yeah. Someone stirred the porridge, like dirty bastard.
Oh, the dunk, just
That's
just a minute.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
people are trying to come in.
What about the splashback?
Oh
God.
Everyone else's piss all over your back.
Oh God, super piss at that point.
yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I
All
can
hot,
only
dehydrated
imagine.
piss.
But
Gross.
yeah, that was.
I would not use I was back to the fucking the portaloo. I'd rather shit myself than go into fucking one of them.
Have you never gone into? Yeah, when you have no choice, you
No,
have to go into
no.
them.
Like
Especially
what
if you've
about
been on the
festival or
session.
something?
If you've been on the
No.
piss all day.
Honestly, if I really that badly needed a shit, I'd leave the festival. You know what I mean?
What, to get a fucking 6-hour bus home or something like? No,
Well,
it's not an option. You have to go.
Sorry. It's me, so my car is not far.
Yeah.
I can guarantee
I'll shit in
you
the
that.
car. I'll shit on the
I will
windshield
shit
if
in
I
the
need
car.
to. Yeah. I'll just get the squirters, the windshield squirters.
He's got
to
a
clean
bucket in
your
the-
arse.
He's got
Oh
a
my
bucket
God,
in the
it's
boot, doesn't
brilliant.
he? He's definitely got a bucket in the boot.
I would rather do that.
Oof. No, I mean,
Shit into a fucking potato crisp bag. And
Oh, God, curler. A curler. You have to kind of, Mr. Whippy, get it in there. Oh, no.
I do remember after one festival having a Portaloo experience. I remember where we were. I remember being at the main where we were
You've
camped.
had a few of these.
They just
if I
they-
can remember that
they-
one.
well, there
Well,
was
If I
different
can
one.
pinpoint the exact one.
yeah, do you remember he was fucking in one of them?
Yeah.
I was laying a curler
And you
at
left
one
it-
stage.
No, different festival. This was after going to. We were at a gig and taking some off-brand medication. It was, and all of a sudden, my tummy decided, well, now you need a poo, and my body was like, I'm not going near any of those jacks because they are rancid. But I remembered earlier that the ones by our campsite had recently been cleaned. So I went full Linford Christie as much as you can while desperately clenching my cheeks together. Because
There's only, like, you can't have both.
I'm
You can't
very-
run at full speed
Yeah,
and have a full
oh,
clench.
yeah. I was more.
You have
I,
to sacrifice
I
one
was
for
the
the other.
Olympic walker.
Yeah.
Do you know that kind of way?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
arse was going 90. I was, oh God, and it was fucking touch and go. And it, like, I could tell from the get go, there wasn't a single solid in this. This was basically crying out of my butthole.
Right, yeah. And it's weird that you know.
Oh, you knew
Isn't
straight
that
away.
so strange?
You knew
You
straight
know
away.
exactly
Well,
what's
it's the
coming out.
cramp.
Is it like?
It's the cramp.
Is it pure? No, it's just.
It was
It's
the
really
pressure
yeah,
and
it's the feel
yeah.
on the trap door. You're
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah, yeah.
okay, what am I looking at here? Am I looking at like emptying a jug into the bath type fucking feeling, or am I looking at like, that kind of, and then the rabbit shits.
Yeah,
there's all sorts.
Yeah, ran out of me, and I honest to God, the euphoria I felt directly afterwards was quite something.
Yeah, because you're like, I feel great now because that sickness is gone. But also, I'm so delighted I have not shit myself.
yeah.
And it's like
Looking at the undercarriage of
was-
my boxers, just going, look at you. I'd eat a dinner off you. You're so clean. Fucking
Exercise the demons.
Oh,
Like that.
God, yeah.
What it is,
Here's
it's
a
such,
question for you,
it is
though.
nearly euphoric. It's like if you could bottle that and sell
I
that
mean,
as
it
a
was-
drug,
it-
it would be sold.
I mean, I think the euphoria may also have had something to do with the
with the-
off-brand
yeah,
medication. But I mean, they were both there. I mean, they're both valid. But yeah.
Here's a question for you though: have either of you shit yourself as a grown man?
only once, and it wasn't a full shit. No, not at all, because I'm not an animal. So I had one time completely sober, completely everything, completely just normal day.
That's already setting up bad already.
I was watching, I don't know, something on the computer, and where the computer was in my family home, there was like a spiral staircase up to the attic. So I had my feet I was underneath that, and my feet were like really up at an angle on one of the higher steps. So I was kind of lying down watching something, and just sneaky fart, just and just and fucking straight to the toilet. Fucking, I was like, it was a tiny, a mere schmear. Like it was really, but still, it was so bad. And I was young enough that I was still living at home, obviously, and I had to scrub them. And I was like, where am I going to hang these that my parents won't see and go, what the fuck is going on here? So I hung them out this fucking attic window, and I forgot about them. So they were just sitting up there, fucking dangling in the breeze. Obviously dried like 3 days later. My mag finds them, comes down, was like, what the fuck are these doing up the top? And it's like, I was thinking you're playing it cool, but really, grabbing your hands, your thumbs, hat in hand, like, oh, geez, sorry, boss. Like, I said, oh my fuck it. But that's the only time. And I was stone cold sober.
Right, you're a child.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't child enough to get away with it. I was like maybe 14 or 15. I wasn't a child.
That's just a shard.
I
mean, that's it. That's
You sound like a seasoned fucking veteran over there. Just a shard. Just a shard.
As a man who shits himself weekly.
As a man who subscribes to Shit Monthly.
No. No, I just mean
Shart Monthly, should I say?
I just mean like in the grand scheme of things. Look.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It was a moment that's etched into my brain, though. I was going, humiliate. That was bad. What happened there? So someone dropped the ball. And to be honest, ever since then, Jesus, I forgot about this, but ever since then, I don't let out long farts. I swear to God, ever since then, it's or whatever. Something like that. I cut them off.
That is some severe sphincter control.
I cut them off. I have to cut them off because ever since then, because it used to just be normal, just like whatever it may be, long.
No.
And there was a so from then on I learned my lesson. It was a hard lesson to learn, but I fucking learned it, and I shan't go back.
I have one for you that I'll be honest. I have never told a living soul this story.
Hey!
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
not at all. Not even my partner at the time. Nobody.
Welcome,
so I was at I'd been on a stag for a weekend, and obviously excesses were indulged in, and we came back to Dublin, and
Was
then
it
there
your
was
stag?
no, it wasn't my stag, somebody else's stag. Actually, was it even a stag? It wasn't. It was just a weekend away, actually, with a bunch of lads, but it was essentially stag rules. Like, you know what I mean? There was
Debauchery.
lots of boldness. So we got back to Dublin, and then
A weekend.
as opposed to going home like we should have, we went out for pints, and some of the lads gone. And I remember coming home, and I was feeling pretty rough at this point. I had nothing else to give. Like,
So it was a whole weekend of debauchery.
whole weekend of debauchery, and that was fine. But it was literally the last night in Dublin. After a few pints, we had a load of Guinness and a few shots and everything else, and people were finishing off whatever they were finishing off.
Yeah.
And
Whatever that may be.
yeah, leave that in your imagination. And I was walking home. I'd left the lads because they were going on further, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm out. I've reached my limit. And I was walking home, and I was about 15 minutes away from home, and my tummy just went, you need to poop, and you need to poop now.
Yeah.
There is no, and I was like, oh God, what do I do? My brain hadn't moved this quickly in about 3 days.
Oh my God, it snapped into action.
It was like instant. Right, what are the
what's
options
the
here?
protocol?
I walk? That's
flash your life flashed before your eyes.
What can I do? Do I risk getting a taxi? It takes the time
toilet.
down, but the risk of soiling a taxi.
Oh my God, no.
Like this was
A taxi would no way.
And it
No
was-
way. It would want to be like 3 hours away.
Now,
And
lucky-
even then, I'd be like, right, I'll just shit out the back of the
Luckily,
taxi.
it was about 2 a.m. on a Sunday night, so like I was walking up through the back of the north side towards Phibsborough, so there was a lot of back lanes and things like that.
Oh my God.
I had to drop trow and let it go, and I'll be honest. Again, a bit like the one in the Portaloo, it was more steam than anything
my
that came out.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just a
It was
a
all
walk.
talk. It was all talk.
Oh, but it would have ruined my trousers, and it definitely would have ruined the taxi, and it smelled like death itself. But it wasn't like it. We're not talking a fucking hog here. It was just like
I'd say it was more
spatter
liquid.
gun.
I'd say it was more like
Pebble dash.
beef curry.
Oh yeah,
Like with hints of
Lads,
beef.
lads,
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, a spicy lamb rogan josh.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of sauce, like extra sauce.
So I had to take a poop in a public street
Nice.
2 a.m. Yeah, not
Go
proud of
you.
that. Not proud of that. I'll be honest.
I've only taken one public shit, and it felt so weird when I was doing it. So we got
What do you mean public?
like
shit?
not on a toilet. So
Okay.
out in the wild,
Okay.
out in the
Yeah.
wilderness, and
Yeah.
this actually was out in the wild. It wasn't on a
Does
street.
Dan shit in the woods?
It was what do you hear? It turns out you hear because I was fucking drinking. So it was surprise. It was I wanted to do a tubing thing down in Ireland because I'd done tubing.
Oh right. Why? I completely misread that.
No. So I don't tubing over in like Asia and stuff like
Yeah.
that. No, it's great.
I
It's
stuck
the
a tube in
business.
my ass
It's the
in
bit.
one
No,
of those-
no,
okay.
of course not.
Yeah,
Jesus. But anyway, we
No.
done. Got a load of fucking tractor tire inner tubes, and then we just said fucking we got the train to Athy and just hopped in the river and with a bag of
Here's
cans,
what
and we're
brings us to
hoping to
Dublin
get all the
eventually.
way. We were hoping to get all the way to the like Waterford,
Yeah.
the coast, like, and so we
In your tubes?
yeah,
Ambitious.
Jesus, we did not get far, but we went for the whole weekend, so it was like 2 nights and 3 days or something. Anyway, on the first day, we just stopped off, like we just stop off in the middle of nowhere, you know, it just goes through farmland, you know. So we just stopped off in the middle of nowhere, and there was like an abandoned barge there, so everyone was shitting on that. But then there was also, you know, like a lock on the canal, you know the way they have like walkways over them in like a V, and on either end there's usually a bar to hold on to.
So
there was one of these, but it was over the land and not on the river.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe it used to be on the river. They moved the they
moved the lock.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But so I hung off that, and it was a bit of a drop. But it was since we'd been drinking. I think this was like it was either at the end of day 1 or day 2. But we'd been drinking solidly. That like we didn't bring food. I don't think like it was just a solid drink. Like. So it was pure. I was hanging off in a sitting position, let's say, and it was pure scutty, and spray, and I was worried that I'd be getting my ankles. It was so scutty, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I was completely unskilled at this fucking endeavor.
I have not done enough squats in my life.
No, I was hanging off and just tried to lead further and further and further out, and I'm just looking down, like disgusted with myself, you know, that kind of thing. Just it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But I didn't get that on me. All good. Everyone else was shitting on the ship. I probably should have fucking done that. It was right there. But yeah, it felt so unnatural. They just hopped onto the ship, and I think just bars everywhere you can just hold onto and squat anywhere.
Into the water.
Yeah, no, they were just shitting on the metal. So other people were hopping on, stepping over other people.
No.
I know.
Jesus.
I know. Animals go in the corner.
What is it with you and your mates and shit? Like, this is like the fucking the house.
I think this was a different group.
The house in fucking California.
Yeah, that wasn't. I didn't. That was
flinging shit across the.
That was.
motorway.
Oh man, that was different. Oh, that was
same group though.
Even at that age.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But even at that age, it was despicable carrying on. It was we were like, for shame. We need a bell to fucking like a leper bell. Get you fucking out of here. Like, yeah, that's terrible.
Flinging shite over a motorway.
So Gary, you have some shit tales.
Right.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
I don't. I've only ever really got caught out once, and it was kind of the same as Manus, but it was like a little less because it was in my own house. But I was locked out in my house, and
I've had one of them. I did eventually get in, but Christ, it was close.
I didn't get in.
The rumble.
Oh no.
I was desperate for a shit, and I was desperate for a shit driving up to the house.
Oh no!
And
you were all happy when you got there.
I got there.
I made it.
I
fucking made it.
Glee.
No
and the
did.
ass knows. The closer you get, the ass is like, okay, now it's going.
Why does it
And the
do
ass
that?
obviously knew when you were getting close. Go, okay, now I can open the floodgates.
Exactly. So I got there. There's no one in. I had no key. I was like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? And I was panicked, and I just went, oh. And I walked. I was like, see if the back door's open, but the gate was locked. So I had to hop over the wall. But then by the time I hit, like, while you jumped off the wall and landed. I was like,
oh no!
There is no. I didn't shit
impact.
myself, but there was like, there is no way I'm making it to the back door to see. So I was like, right. So I basically just had to take a shit in like side entrance.
But that's all right. At least it's private. Like.
Yeah, it was in my side entrance.
Semi-private. Yeah.
You're not shitting on like O'Connell Street in 12
in a potato bag.
Yeah. Jeez,
And number 2 on O'Connell Street.
When you see people doing that, like
twice today.
I know. I managed to make that reference twice. Yes.
When you see people shitting in public, like I mean, in the middle of the day, not a care in the world.
Oh,
like,
that's gross.
Oh, and they're not like it's not like. You know the way we don't like when I've been in America, I've seen like at least some of their homeless people are proper crazies. You know, man yells at cloud kind of thing. We don't have them over here. Not to that. No, not to that level. I'm convinced it's the sun. I'm sure we have some. I'm convinced it's the sun. It just makes you fucking nuts or something. We don't have that level of fucking wabba, you know, going down the
sun and the moonshine.
Yeah,
you know?
and the crack and everything else.
I think it's more the crack.
But you know what I mean? Like if you saw a crazy person shitting on the street, it would be more acceptable than just some smackhead over here or something like that, because he's not crazy, he's just a heroin addict. Whatever. But you know what I mean, it's more, I don't know, it's more appalling seeing that going, Jesus,
I saw it, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, driving up this way, and it was like coming onto it was a busy road, so I couldn't actually stop, but what looked like an old man, I couldn't tell if he was an old man or a crazy person, but it definitely looked like he was trying to take a shit on the side of the road.
Oh no.
Like he had a cane, but he definitely looked kind of bedraggled and a bit crazy. But I wasn't sure if it was just, old man lockdown look or, actual crazy man shouts at sky situation. But there was definitely I'm not sure if he'd tried to and fell over. And we couldn't stop because it was busy. Like I was like, I'm kind of worried about him. Is it I want to just make sure that what the situation is. But yeah, that was definitely an old person that definitely trying to take a poo on the side of the road.
Did you ever see the YouTube clip of your one in the shop who just flicks it out from she takes a shit and just wiggles her leg and drops it and walks off.
Where my girlfriend used to work in town, she showed me the fucking security. She was in the shop looking at the guy. Some old guy comes in, in the middle of town, middle of the day as well, fucking 1 of the day, comes in, packed shop, fucking really packed shop, comes in anyway, fucking does whatever he does. On the way out, he was literally on the way out, he just flicks his fucking trousers. Load of shit falls out, hard shit, and just walks out. As opposed to, he was literally nearly at the door. He said, no, I'm not going to do this outside on the path where no one gives a fuck. I'm going to flick this in a shop at the entrance where everyone's he deserves to get fish hooked and fucking ass raped. Fucking arsehole.
Speaking about ass rape.
What a segue! What a segue!
Oh, dear.
I do have other
pride stories.
Other
Pride
stories. Yeah, back to pride stories.
Fucking very much got diverted to shit.
We went down a shit tunnel there, lads.
That was weird.
Oh God!
Back to pride.
We were one of my friends came out when we were, I think we were still teenagers at the time. So back then, no one came out, so it was all taboo to fucking everyone,
Yeah.
And when we were over in America, pretty much later on that year. We were outside San Francisco, but since he had just recently come out, he was like, "Oh, I don't know if you know the Castro. It's like gay mecca.
Yeah.
It's like the place to be in San Francisco." And we were there for Gay Pride.
I grew up in San
we knew a
Francisco.
girl. Yeah, we knew a girl over there whose sister was a lesbian. So we were like, "Oh, we all go in. It's going to be a big piss up, right?" So anyway, we go in and we don't know what to expect. Obviously, I've never been to any of this. And we were, I think 20. No, we would have been just legal over there, so 21. And on the piss anyway, and it seemed kind of tame at the start, to be honest. And then then the sun goes down. But I saw I remember we were standing there drinking, and a guy walks by, literally just boots and a backpack. That's it. And we were like, I remember we had 3 questions. It was just how did you get here? Where the fuck are your clothes? Because that backpack's way too small. It's one of these Hello
He left
Kitty,
his house
Hello
like that.
Kitty things. But he would have had to get this isn't. No one lives in the city centre. He would have had to get the train in or the bus or something like that. And imagine just this fucking maniac sitting across from me. There was so many characters like that. And then we went down. I didn't realize how big this area is. For Gay Pride. I don't know. I was expecting a crossroads of streets, 2 streets, that's it. But this was a fucking huge area. So we were obviously just walking all day around getting pissed. We went down later on in the day. We just took this. We haven't been down this road, so we go down, and there was a kind of stage thing going on, it was in dance music, obviously fucking player, and what else would it be?
House music.
Yeah, but we went down, and it was definitely a darker buzz. As in, I'm not asking if I'm fucking you, but and we had to get fucking out of there. It was definitely all the rest was more happy. This is gay. This is great, but this was way more of a black leather. You can see the veins in fucking my arms tensing as I hold you down. This kind of thing. It was like that, and we had to get out of there. All the rest of it was. It was mad.
That's quite
there was people with giant cock rings fucking walking by and just mad shit. The stuff you saw was crazy.
I went to Amsterdam. No, I was going to say I went to Amsterdam for Pride. I went to Amsterdam and found out Pride was on when I got there.
I'd say Amsterdam's a fucking big one for it. It must be.
Yeah.
Well, there was a walk going on. I wouldn't say it was a parade. It was just packed. It was back in the good days.
Was it a proper, I'm assuming, party kind of?
It was everyone was just kind of walking through the streets, but it was
for the parade,
I don't know if it really was a parade. There were just a lot of naked dudes and fucking acid chaps everywhere.
He should have set up a stall for the day.
Yeah, lots of leather everywhere. And I remember thinking what's going on? I was because I was young at the time, so I was with me dad. But
creepy. In Amsterdam as well. The whole thing smacks of creep.
Yeah, we're not getting into the rest of that. No, but
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
Regards, traumatized childhood.
Oh, we don't have enough time for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a whole different show.
I charge you €100 an hour for that kind of fucking revelation.
But I just thought, like, I remember thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? I was thinking, all right, Amsterdam, I was kind of expecting this. This is quite free. You know, like a lot, and I was like, there's a lot of gay guys around. I was
Were you like how old were you?
I was like 16. So,
So
like,
you knew what was going on.
yeah, I didn't know it was Pride, though. So,
Right.
like, I didn't
So
know.
you just
like,
thought it was just a.
I just thought Amsterdam was really out there.
Yeah.
You know, that, like,
Which,
well,
I
which
mean,
it
it
is.
is. It is.
But, like,
It's like a plague of gay guys all of a sudden just come. Where did these come from?
like,
Probably wouldn't be the word
Yeah.
I'd use. As a,
I was
as a-
trying to think
as a
of something that
grouping.
passes through. So
Plague, not the one we're going for.
what would you pick then?
A group?
Exactly.
A large group.
Exactly.
there it is again.
Yeah, there he is again. Woo! The brigade is here, gents.
I would call it a group.
Well, good for you.
Well, we're sticking with Plague, fucker.
Jesus, lads.
No, so I just thought, I just thought it was like this was the norm. Because, like, at this time, you know, when you go into Amsterdam now and you're into the red light district, before you get into like the actual red lights, there's the sex shops.
Yeah.
When I first went there, at this time, they were fucking horrific. Like, the windows in them were just fucking chicks eating shit and, like, just real.
In the red light?
Yeah.
Like
When I-
live chicks eating
No,
shit?
no.
In the
But
sex shops, the
sex
pictures
shops,
in the
all
windows.
the
of the sex
porn-
shops.
Oh, okay.
the
So
porn-
like for
Pay attention.
porns and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like.
But they were like the worst porn you could imagine. All like just in the front. I was like, that's fucking gross. That's gone now. That's all normal porn now.
Well,
Well,
In the
tame.
in the windows.
in the
Yeah,
windows.
in the windows,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then back then it wasn't. Back
Yeah.
then it was chaos.
yeah.
And it was just like the fog of weed in the streets. It was like, oh, what's that smell?
God, I miss
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the dank.
Yeah, the dank,
Yeah.
the dank fog of weed. When
dank.
Amsterdam was Amsterdam, you know. But at this time it was all of that, but Atlas chaps and leather everywhere. So I was like, oh, I just thought this was it because there's fucking people eating shit everywhere.
Yeah. This is Amsterdam, apparently.
Yeah,
This is how they roll,
apparently,
they roll
I
over here.
didn't know, yeah. But yeah, that was told.
Yeah, it's like, well, Amsterdam is. I remember going in. I remember going into like, I used to go every year. With the girlfriend and used to buy, you know, obviously you go into different sex shops.
We all did.
And buy, yeah, of course, it's a thing. Like, as in you
Yeah.
used to buy whatever, something new. And I remember going in, we used to try buy at least one porn every time we were there. Back when, even then, it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah,
You know,
like
as in there was still internet.
Yeah,
like, as in,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but we used to go in. I remember going into one place so nonchalant, this place, and so unexpected. So we went in, and it was literally a place where it was a newsagent. There's milk and bread. That's it.
Yeah.
And it was at the back. Dog porn and like animals and,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
shit and like, you know, they're like
Extreme.
yeah, but not obviously for those kind of porns. They're not exactly highbrow. It's like the cheapest looking, horrible.
So someone got a Labrador. And
Yeah, like and a fucking phone camera. You know, it just looked. Oh god, it was so horrible.
And
like
I
literally,
bought 15 of them.
literally, yeah. A
the
subscription
whole
base,
collection.
please,
And I
please,
took
please.
one of each.
Yeah, but it was like, you know, next to the bread and milk in the fridge,
That's
and,
so
and at
wet.
the back was also a fridge with the milk in it.
Oh god.
Like, so you had to go through the
That's
poison.
mental.
Yeah,
That's
it was, and it
madness.
was like, I swear to God, like any news agent you'd see anywhere, like except like a dingy looking one, and then just out of nowhere have this, and not just normal porn, like
Yeah, filth.
real
Pure
depraved,
filth.
and your man, of course, behind, you know, 2 hairs and a ponytail, you know, just real greaser, like absolute filth, just. You know, rubbing the ties off himself under the counter. Just
You
ugh.
want bread, milk, or
Yeah.
dog
Yeah,
porn?
yeah. And he has, instead of a like baseball bat, it's just a big fucking foot long dildo, like, as in make me use it, like absolute fucking dirtbag. Like, but it was just so. It was just like, we need to get out of here. This is so nasty. But all the other sex shops, for the most part, over there are quite nice, I guess. Like, as in, you know what I mean? They're not some of them are kind of dingy, obviously,
why
but
do
most of them are quite highbrow and like expensive.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck.
The thing is, how do you decide to like amalgamate those two things. Like, at what point does someone go in going, yeah, I'll get milk, bread, pack of smokes, and some dog on horse porn. That's what I need for the
Dog
perfect.
on horse porn.
I don't know. I was thinking the most extreme thing I could think of.
Labrador fuck stallion. Where's the chicks? It's just animal
Black
on animal.
stallion destroys little goat.
How did they make this happen?
So, do we have any fun with the team this week? Do we have any fun gay stories, anything kind of like that from our gay buddies?
Well, I was thinking, I don't have like we were talking beforehand about your mate and that whole shenanigans which you're going to go into now. But that's what I'm curious about with that. Like, what happens like on a hookup?
Yeah, because you don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like with a boy and a girl. Usually, you have a fair idea of who's putting what into who.
yeah.
But with two lads,
well, fair idea. I'm more like a ding, 100%. Unless, no. But if something else happens, you're thinking, ooh. This is new.
You could be banging on talking about pegging all night, and she thinks you wanted to hang out the washing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's true.
As I fucking did. I thought pegging for years was something to do with clothes pegs. Oh God, I was so very wrong.
On the receiving end of that knowledge.
Yeah, I thought it was like, people who were into like clothes pegs and shit like that. That's what I thought pegging was.
Oh, sorry.
And then
were you on the receiving end of it at any point?
No, not pegging, but I was on the receiving end of severe mockery when I told this story previously. To be honest. I mean, it may as well have been a dick.
No, but I just said I've never had any pegging going on.
No.
No.
But for the decisions of those kind of things, I remember. So the same friend, right? Once when gay was new, back in the day, and he came out. So that was one of the questions we asked. We were like, so. He'd been in the game about, I don't know, a few months now, so he was a veteran because he's an absolute whore. And still is. And I love him even more for it because he's living, I'm living vicariously through him. It's like, my God, the fucking lifestyle is just,
nice.
You'd be gay if you fucking had a choice, to be honest, because my God, the fucking crack they're having is outrageous. It should be, I was going to say should be banned, but that sounds wrong.
We're just getting over that.
Yeah. Scratch that.
Oh, wait, the Pride.
Do you know what Pride is?
Pride. Scratch that.
So good it should be banned.
Yeah,
but no, I agree with you. Like the gay community, the gay scene, as a straight guy, to have that
it's just non-stop fucking. I'm sure the stereotype, but like the people I know that are gay, they live up to that stereotype, and they to completely tell me, yes, this is how it is if you want it like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's there for if you want it.
And it's like by the arseful, like as in it's like. But anyway, going back to it, so I said it to a friend. I was like, so how does that work? You go back with some random guy. Are you fucking him? Is there just is he fucking you? Do you talk in the taxi on the way home? Is there some sort of code
what's
that you know what's what?
Yeah.
And him at the time said to me, whoever has the biggest dick is on top. And I didn't fully buy it, but I was like, okay, what the fuck do I know? I said it years later to a friend in work who's gay, and he was like, that's total bollocks. Total bollocks. So I think your man was really just copping out, going, I take it all the time, but I don't want to tell you that. I think that's what it was, and still is.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Wait, so top is taking it?
No, top is giving.
Top is giving. Bottom
is taking.
I would assume that would be the opposite way around, not the bottom top thing, but with the dick thing. Like you were saying, the guy with the biggest dick gives.
Yeah, of course.
Why would I would assume that's just for the guy who's taking it? Like that's like.
Yeah, but they're it's a desirable thing.
I'm just thinking pain here.
Well, you're thinking from a straight perspective, which I completely understand. I'd want the guy with the nubbin.
That's what I'm like.
Give us that little wiggly worm there.
True.
I'll just take the woman, please. Can I somehow worm her into the situation?
I remember having a chat with a gay guy I know, and because it was like, obviously, I understand what top and bottom. I get those, but then I was like,
which is so far.
Yeah, but I was like, what is a power bottom? Because I'd heard this expression.
I did. I can't actually remember.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't. And he was like, basically, that's where you top from the bottom. You're the taker, but you're the.
Oh, I get.
You're the instigator.
I've seen a few
you're
of them.
the bully of the situation.
Kind of like the other story.
You're like. You're
would
you're
he
writing.
be a power bottom?
Huh?
Kind of like the other guy.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No,
Well, maybe.
no, I think it's different.
Like a
I think
power
it's you're still giving it, but you're on the bottom.
No, he's
that what you're saying?
A power bottom is essentially someone who will basically
instigate.
like
done.
a almost like a female dominate or dominant. It would be that they are the dominant one. They are the one fucking the penis. They are the one that are in control.
Yeah,
of
but
it.
that's what I mean.
But
Yeah.
they're physically taking.
Yeah,
it.
no, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, that's
they're
like
the
you're-
one that's fucking backing
Yeah,
into it and
yeah,
going,
yeah,
yeah.
like you're-
No,
you're-
but the
Squat-
guy I was
squat-
talking
no,
about
No,
is
but
different.
the guy you were talking about,
It's
that's
different.
what he wanted though. But he didn't get.
No,
get-
he just
didn't
wanted
want
to
the-
be.
he didn't-
He
he
wanted
didn't-
to be dominated.
Yeah, he didn't want the power.
Yeah, so that's different.
See,
No, but he wanted. Yeah, okay, I get you. But he still wanted to be. Yeah, okay.
No, he just wanted to be
Like
played.
there's a difference. There's a difference between like.
So
Show
what
it.
Gar's
There's a difference
referring
between
to?
fucking a
Let's
dick
fill in
and
the
a dick
listeners.
fucking you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Let's
go
fill
on.
in the listeners of what Gar's actually referring to. So he's talking about a mate of mine that I worked with a few years ago,
yeah.
who's gay. Was telling me like this guy's a German guy. Fucking get on with him so well because we have these kind of conversations. It's brilliant. But he was telling me one time he's into like strong men, like and as I said, like this guy isn't feminine at all. Like he's beard and fucking whatever. Like a big enough guy. All this.
Not a twink. Like
Not at all,
yeah,
not
yeah.
at all. Like as in, but apparently he's into like big, strong, that kind of thing, and he's into being the submissive part of the fucking. So anyway, he said he hooked up with some guy. He was big, fucking. He goes, huge, muscles, big, strong.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous. He's like, so I went back to my apartment, back to the bed, and he goes, he couldn't believe it. He was like, oh my god, this guy's like a porn star. I just this is the best thing ever. And he just fucking get back to the apartment.
He's going to smash me into.
He's going to smash me into oblivion. And apparently the guy just hops straight up onto the bed when they strip off. Fucking bends over and was like, "Fuck me, mama," or said something like "Fuck me, mama."
Oh,
And
no.
apparently the guy just lost the hard on and fucking.
So in that scenario, in that scenario, like what we were saying with your other mate, who was like, "I'm going to biggest dick fucking gives,"
Yeah.
but like that's not true.
No.
At
So-
what point?
so
Yeah,
what-
what point?
what-
in
Well,
the night?
maybe it is true in some situations. I probably.
But what is the case? What is the scenario?
What's
I
the,
think it's
what's
just
the
like
etiquette? Like,
I'd say,
Yeah.
but I'd say the etiquette is like you just get used to it. That this personality probably is a top, and this like I
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
wrong. I could be wrong, but I'd say
I'd
it's
say
like
they're
that.
pretty straightforward. You come back and you're like,
well, it's probably in
The
the
rock, paper, scissors in the taxi on the way back.
double of quits, man. Double of quits. Come on.
Well,
Come on.
no, well, sure, it's
I've just had an Indian, mate. You don't want to go down that road.
God.
You need to be so careful in that world when you think about it.
Like, yeah. Very much.
careful,
Very,
very
diet
careful.
is key.
Yeah, like seriously, like Jesus Christ, you wouldn't
No.
want to have even the wrong few cans too much, or
Oh, yeah.
something like that. you
Oh
know?
yeah. Oh no, I'd be a terrible bottom.
I'd be awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my ass! Have you seen it? It is shocking. It is shocking.
It's a goddamn war zone in
Oh
there.
god, it's just like it's scary because my girlfriend was saying to me before, especially when you're starting to go out with each other, you're maybe try this, mate. You're a lot more open to fucking trying crazy shit, like. And she was like, oh, maybe I should try, prostate milking kind of thing. And I was like.
Ooh.
I was like, look, I'll try it, like if you're into it or whatever, but like no promises and whatever. So it literally looks at my ass. No. I just like I have like my asshole seems to just like go about this far. Like it's so far in that you have to open, and it's just hang on, I have to nest in. And she was just like just the hair. It's just not.
Is that
not
the
attractive? Not attractive.
Well, I guarantee, as like a gay guy, like there wouldn't be, like that would be obviously something that you're gonna take care of.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
would say.
mean?
But
You're
still,
like,
like a deep arsehole, there's no taking care of that.
Yeah.
Like I have it like what a prop, like look at sellotape it up.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, fuck, man. So someone's pulling that apart, and that's the whole thing.
True. They'll
You know
pull it
what
to
I
the
mean?
edge.
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
pull it to the edge.
You're getting that boom.
But yeah, no, I like
Spread 'em.
there's got to be. I imagine it pretty much works like at least at the start, especially when you're younger. I'd say it's a case of just this personality usually is a top. Like a real like
Well, it's-
fairy cake.
I
I
think
imagine.
I think it's I think it's definitely sometimes you can obviously tell the key is in listening, because I'm sure at some point they're like, we go back to my gaff now. Fuck it.
But there also
Or,
are,
you know what I mean?
so
Or
there,
something,
but
or,
as you say that, like that's exactly what I'm agreeing with. But the same friend, well, we were in Mexico together, and he fucked off to. We spoke zero Spanish, and
Yeah.
nobody spoke a fucking word of English, right? So he fucked off. We were getting a taxi to. It was our first night in Mexico, so we were like, right, we'll play it safe. Mexico City. We flew into Mexico City first night. Let's play it safe. We'll go to an Irish bar. Just scope out the scene.
Yeah.
So we're in a taxi, 3 of us, and my gay mate is sitting in the front of the taxi. And your man just he just goes to the taxi driver. Zona Rosa, a key, as in here. And your man, Zona Rosa, see. And he goes, okay, stop, and just fucking stops. And like, I mean, we've been in the country 4 hours. Like, we don't know anything, and we got a taxi for like a half an hour to this.
This
and he just hops out.
Dude's done his research.
Yeah, and he did literally, this guy, red hair, white as the fucking day is long.
Yeah.
Like, as it just hops out, snakeskin boots into the night. He's just like, right, I'll see you later. I was like,
I'm off.
are you okay? You're not
fairness-
coming to the Irish bar.
in
But
fairness-
so what happened
No,
later on that
I'm
night?
going to get fucked.
But what
He's
happened?
done
What
that
happened?
on every holiday.
But this is the
I
thing.
don't know.
My point is that he didn't speak any Spanish and nobody spoke English where he went. So he went to some club. He walked in the door. He says, some absolute porn star, eyeballed. Literally, I don't even think a wink was exchanged. And they fucked off to some sex hotel.
Yeah.
So how is that decided there? I imagine it's just who's grabbing who bends
Oh,
over.
that's not deciding that. It's like, I'm putting it in here. And,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like,
it's-
you're
I
taking
imagine
it
it's
and-
just who's bending over.
Yeah.
Someone's doing the courtesy.
But you get the-
flipping
but
you
you-
over.
But, yeah, you wouldn't want. Can you imagine in that situation? You wouldn't want just like you go back, some guy, and both of you bend over.
Yeah.
And just
Well,
or
that's like
both
your
of
mate,
you
it's
just
like-
whipping out. And
Yeah.
Well, Stephen Fry, as a celebrity gay man, he's never taken it.
Oh, he's a giver. He looks like a giver.
He's a giver. He's
Yeah.
never taken it, so he's not into taking it.
How the hell do you know that?
He said it. He said it in I don't know. He said it in some
My dreams. He said it in my dreams one time. Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching something. He was talking about it.
He is quite open about it. He talks about a
Yeah.
lot of like sexuality and stuff like that. And it's straight like, yeah, like that. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about the taking it part. It's very like.
I think I'd know fucking very much how much I'd feel.
Oh no,
no, thank
sorry.
you.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like I don't think. I mean, I'm all right with a bit of ass play. I mean, a bit of an odd finger in there. I've tried that. It's all right, but it's never really like. It's more like, oh, that was interesting, as opposed to, oh, that's something I want
Yeah.
regularly.
I literally fucking like I've tried it with her and I fucking
Yeah,
hated
but again, as straight
Hated
guys, right? That's quite like. You're
But
like,
it shouldn't matter. It's
That's
like
what
it's
I'm
supposed to
saying.
be like
but
the same
it
thing.
clearly does matter because you're.
They don't have another option though.
You're, but not. Yeah, but you're more turned on. It's you're.
Yeah,
like, it's a rocket.
Well,
you know
not
what I mean?
really, because if you're with a girl, you're just equally turned on. Like,
Yeah, but it's not. It's your ass. So
I
as
was
a straight guy.
Don't get me wrong. I was at full mast the whole time.
yeah,
like,
but
you know what I mean?
there
It
has
was-
to be some gay guys out there that hate anal, that are not into
course.
it. There has to be, and that must. Jesus, that must suck.
That's a conflict.
You just
of
have to
interest,
just
isn't it?
outfuck everything under the sun. Like, oh, no,
of course,
that's not for
I'm
me.
sure there's plenty of them.
Jesus,
of
that
them.
must be.
Because I don't.
awful.
Because I don't like anal. So there's clearly but I don't. So.
But I don't like cucumber either, and like you know, there's plenty of people out there who like cucumbers.
No,
so
but
do you
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
You cover up your arse is disillusioned.
Like that is.
I tried to block it out.
It's a strange one because there must be tons.
Stick on headphones while they're doing it.
Oh dear.
So I hear we have a bit of a
We do.
gay-related quiz you have for us this
we
week.
do. We've got a little pride quiz going on. Check your facts. Know what's that? It's a simple one. We have buzzers.
So my buzzer this
I'm gonna be-
week is hi. I love it.
And
And
mine
Gareth?
is.
Ours is.
Stop it.
no, you stop.
I like it.
Cool. Right. So we have it's
Straight
basi-
into this shit.
It's all about pride. It's all about what you know, and so it's right. It's going to be multiple choice because fuck this trying to put things on the button thing because that didn't work. So we're doing multiple choice. It's going to be 10 questions. Okay.
10 questions.
Right. So and
Question the first.
Yeah, and what we're going to do as opposed to doing forfeits this week, we're going to give some money to charity. So
The loser has to pay to charity.
the loser going to make a donation to what did we decide? Outhouse.
Outhouse.
Yeah, we're gonna donate some money to Outhouse, just because you know it's a nice thing to do. So
And it's Gay Pride Week.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
exactly. Right, let's get down to
There
business.
shouldn't really
as I
have to
said.
be a charity for that, but however.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
we need to look into that charity a bit more.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a sad thing. There has to be a fucking
yeah.
charity to help people do that in this day and age, but however.
Right. Question
Yeah.
number 1,
Yeah.
and it's an easy one. It's an easy one to begin with.
Hands
Lads.
on buzzers.
Hands on buzzers. Right.
How many colours are in the pride flag?
Hi. Is it a multiple choice?
It is, but you buzzed in already.
7.
Okay. It was the options were 6, 7, or 8.
he went, so do I get a fucking choice here, or does he
no, actually, you don't.
buzzed
Yeah,
in,
fair
so-
enough. Yeah. No, you're wrong. It was 6.
Do I get the point for that now?
You got a point.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
1-0 to Gar.
Fuck
Gar
yeah.
takes an early
God
lead.
damn it. God damn it.
Dan fucking quick off the
Yeah.
mark there. Right.
I was
Premature
close. Come on, I was
fucking
close.
premature Pete over
Amateur Pete.
All right. Número 2. Name the city where the Stonewall riots broke out.
Stop it.
I haven't given the options yet, lads.
Too bad. Gar went for it. He will learn after this one.
The options are Detroit, Philadelphia, or New York.
Philadelphia.
Yes. What all? What is the answer?
It was New York City, baby.
I-
Greenwich Village.
That was a shit. Yeah, for shit. That was a finger twitch kind of like
Sure it was.
moment.
Yeah.
The Stonewall riots were June 28th of what year was it? 71, 70, or 69?
Stop it.
Gar on the quick.
71.
I was going to say that.
That is incorrect.
No!
No!
2-1.
1969.
Oh, of course
I
it
didn't
was.
think it was 69.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't say that was that early.
Okay.
It's the summer of love, man.
Yeah, summer of discontent for some
Yeah, summer-
angry
Yeah,
trannies who
yeah,
got
yeah,
sick of
yeah,
getting
yeah.
busted.
Not so much love.
One of the things after doing some research is, turns out, right, all the gay bars in like around that time, right, no, they had no license or anything. They were all run by the mafia.
Yeah.
Like, the mafia.
I'd say
not
all the
exactly
speakeasies were
renowned
run by
for
them.
being, like, you know, homosexual.
Yeah, but I think they were
Yeah.
just renowned for making cash.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
say hand over fist,
I know.
literally fists.
But that's the mafia run down the lower lads, you know what I mean, to make the money before they get fucking shot.
Yeah, I know, I
They
get it.
couldn't
but
give a shit what the
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
it's doing.
make-
If it's
make my
making
money,
money, yeah.
Right,
Fat,
okay.
Fat Tony wants his cut.
Exactly.
Right. The original Pride flag created in...
Flag? Was that
Start
flag?
again. The original Pride flag, created in 1978, included 3 colours that no longer appear on the flag as it exists today. What were they? Okay, I'm going to read them out.
Okay.
Pink, turquoise, and indigo. I mean, that sounds pretty gay. Pink, gold, and silver. Also quite gay. More
Yeah.
kind of David Bowie-esque.
Yeah.
Or gold, silver, and black.
Stop
Hi.
it.
That was Dan.
I will go for the first option, the indigo and pink or whatever the first option
Oh,
was.
You are correct.
Yes, that's 3-1.
3-1.
3-1
how's it 3-1?
because you lost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
too
yeah,
wrong, didn't I?
yeah. Okay, question number 5. When did the American Psychiatric Association
Oh, no.
declassify homosexuality as a mental disorder?
2002.
Right now.
Never.
The options are 1973, 1985, or 1990.
Hi.
Dan gets in quick.
1990.
Uh-uh.
Oh, no!
I would have said 1990.
I thought it was so late.
Yeah.
It was 1973.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
the American Psychiatric.
Progressive.
Whoa. What was the question?
Fuck's sake.
My joke. Go on.
Question number 6.
3-2. 3-2.
Yeah. Where in the world is the largest Pride festival according to the Guinness Book of Records? Is it A?
Stop it.
Okay.
Brazil.
Is
Okay,
it
he's locking
A?
in Brazil.
Is it A, New York, B, Sao Paulo, or C, San Francisco?
Sao
Damn it,
Paulo.
damn it. Is it?
And he's absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Sao Paulo.
Yes.
3 oh, fuck. He's clamoring back.
Oh, 3
If
all.
you
It's a-
ask that question about anything, the answer will more likely be Brazil.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
They don't fuck around with
Fuck
small
you,
numbers.
Texas. Brazil do it bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Big time, especially in the gay scene. My God, they love it.
Yeah. So that's what, 3-0?
That's 3 all, man.
Oh, he comes back.
Yeah, riding in strong. Coming
Now
in,
who's
On his
taking it?
way back.
coming in like an angry top.
Came in like
A bear.
wrecking ball.
Oh, right. Okay. The first Pride Festival in the UK, which celebrates the gay community and sports equal rights, took place in London. How many people took part? Was it A, 1,000, B, 2,000,
Wow.
or C,
6 trillion.
3,000?
Stop it.
Gar with the
Oh,
quick
guys coming in.
All of them are really low.
one.
First one, like the very
First
first
one.
one.
2,000.
And ladies and gentlemen, he's now in the lead.
Oh, no!
4-3. This is the greatest coming from behind Pride has ever seen.
Oh, no!
Oh, love it.
Okay.
I'm now a bottom. Oh, no.
Right, okay. Question number 8. What year did the first London Pride take place that we just mentioned? Was it A, 1972, B, 1974, or C, 1976?
I go for the first one, 72, I think. Since oh no, I fucked up.
You're absolutely right. It's all good. 4-all. 4-all. Oh my word. Oh my days. Okay. All right. Jesus. 2 questions left. This could go to a tiebreaker. I wasn't expecting to have to use the tiebreaker. I'm really fucking glad I wrote one now. Okay. Question 9.
Beautiful.
What year did the law change to allow gay and bisexual people into the armed forces in the UK?
Oh, okay.
Oh, was it 1995, the year 2000, or 2003?
Oh,
Stop it.
Oh, guys coming in hot.
I'm gonna go 90 to 95.
And you would be incorrect. It was the year 2000.
You need
Yeah.
this next one, Gar.
Shame.
Yeah.
Fucking shame.
Yeah.
Because it was British. I was like, I think this fucking 90s. I was still thinking.
No, the army were
For
massive.
shame.
The army were mad anti-gay for a long time.
To be honest,
For
I
shame.
thought it was way later. Like,
Okay.
Oh, if it was America.
yeah, like that was only recent. Or no, there was
No, I think
banned
they're-
recently, wasn't it?
No, I think they're okay with it.
Anyway, okay, final finale.
All right. Last question. Number
Stay
10.
in the game, Gar. You need this.
And I don't think any of us. Well,
shit.
I'd be surprised.
What score is it? You're one.
He's 1 up.
So this is
Yeah.
it. Or at the end, it's some
You
death
need
on
to.
the final.
You need to
I
win
know,
this to
yeah.
go to tiebreaker.
Yeah, I get it.
You're a penalty down. Right. Who did RuPaul crown the first ever virtual drag race winner on Friday, May 29th? Was it A, Crystal Method,
I hope so. Jesus.
B, Gigi Good,
Mm.
or C, Jada Essence Hall?
Stop it.
Oh, Gar's taking it into his own hands.
Yeah. He's
That
got
was
it.
a
He's
risky
got
move,
it.
man. Do you think
He's
he
got
knew?
it.
Do you think he knew that answer? If you
But
let
you
him get it
fucking-
wrong,
He's got it. He's got it.
what were you going for?
I can't remember any of them.
A,
A, B, or C?
Hey.
I was going to say A. I was hoping it was A.
No!
Yes.
Shit, I should have let you go.
I am the winner.
It was Jaden Nessa Hall. That's what I was saying. It was like if there was more chance of him. He had no idea, so he was going to guess one if he'd gone.
But I couldn't help it.
Eager
Oh.
fucking beaver.
Dan, you are the Pride champion. You
I
are the
am
top.
winner. I am a top.
Of all of us
now
here.
bend over and
He's-
fucking take it, Gar.
He's the fucking Pride winner. This is bullshit.
Yeah. The system is broken.
Yeah. There's something really
system is
wrong
flawed.
here. Really fucking wrong here.
Do you want the tiebreaker just
Yes,
for shits and
yes.
Yeah,
gigs?
fucking-
why not?
Right, it
Why
was-
not?
it was-
Hands on buzzers for the lab.
Well, no, this one doesn't. Well, it doesn't really need it. This is more of a closer
Stop
to.
it.
So it's closer to the.
I
number.
pressed that for the shits and giggles.
Who is that dreamy man on the?
I want to hear my buzzer again.
Okay, so I can't remember where I pulled this from, so I don't know where the survey
Yo
came
ass.
from. But what percentage of people surveyed were open about their sexuality with their family? Sorry, what
As in
percentage of
gay,
what
like-
gay people surveyed were open about their sexuality with their family? I'm pretty sure it's American.
Hi. I will go.
Oh, is there no? No, it's just a straight up.
It was a tiebreaker, so
Okay.
it was whoever got closer to the actual. It's a percentage
In America,
It's a
I will go
percentage.
40%.
No, I will go 21%.
Ooh.
Dan takes it 46%.
Yes! Gar,
Yeah.
fucking get on your
46%
fucking knees.
the
and
percentage
suck
of
it.
lesbian, gay, and
Loop me
bisexual
up.
people who are open about their
Grease me
sexual
up,
orientation.
woman.
with their
Beg me to
family.
fuck you, Gar.
Fuck me like you're getting me pregnant, Dan.
Oh God! And on that lovely note, yeah.
Happy gay pride, people.
Yeah,
Have
Yeah,
a good one.
enjoy, get out.
enjoy your weekend. Go out, get sunburnt, and act a maggot.
And Gar, in the
always
meantime,
use
we'll
protection.
be paying to charity
Oh yeah,
of a choice.
Gar's going to be making a donation to Outhouse, and we will put that on our socials and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So we'll catch you next week, guys. Have a good weekend. For some of you, have a really good long weekend, and we will chat to you next week. Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
If you like the show, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you don't, suck my dick.